For Shadow, and I'm bringing you Ghost Recon while I wait for some of my friends to get online. They have things going on in their lives, or my son. But I figured I stream a little bit while I wait for the news verdict on whether Trump is guilty or innocent and where it goes from there. I don't know if he is or isn't either way, but what it means as far as America, as far as, I mean, what's he guilty of? If he's guilty of not paying a freaking parking fine, I know it's more than just that. I ain't worried about stuff like that, because every president has done something. Every politician has done something. Some get caught, some don't get caught. But it doesn't stop them from being reelected, I ain't worried about that. Anybody who's worried about that is just petty bull crap. Worried about where it goes from here is the thing. Because certain things have been brought up, like his immunity. Well, his immunity would be for, like, civil stuff. Anything beyond that, it doesn't cover that. People ask him, why does he need immunity? Well, all presidents have it. All presidents have used it. In fact, if it wasn't for the immunity, right now, from what Biden just did, he could be charged with a federal crime. What is this? This is in, like, the middle of a lake. It's underground in the lake? Oh, that's cool. We just gotta find the entrance. Before I go down the hole. Hey, that didn't...
Activating night vision goggles.
That wasn't that hard. That's kind of cool. It's another one of these cave things. Let's see. Hey, it's Jack Sparrow again. What is that? Oh, he's got a pistol. That's neat. No rum. Or rum bottles. I don't think it's supposed to be Jack Sparrow, but... Wait, I wonder if there's a... Huh. It's a map, it doesn't really show anything. Which is kind of like... That would be like a perfect thing to do. Whoa, that's cool. Just gotta shoot the jaw. Okay. Wait, what do we have there? I see a circle of some sort. See that? That could be... Not gonna focus, are you? Yes, piece of crap. That's a circle. It's a clear circle on the map. What is that? And where's that map? That's the question. Because we have something here now. I mean, if it's nothing, it's nothing, but... Oh, there's his rum. Don't need that no more, do you? Ooh, more over there. I'll leave some for you. Let's go. To some people, it may not be a big deal, but to me, it is a very big deal about the presidential stuff. Because it opened up the floodgate. The way I see it is, the best way to describe it, Trump was not a politician. He was an outsider, and the moment he became president, it changed their fate. It changed a lot of things, and they tried to keep him out of that because they don't want him into his inner circle. Now, I mean, is he guilty of a couple of things? Sure, but like I said, so is all the other politicians. Find him guilty, find them guilty as well. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen with Hillary Clinton on and Bill Clinton on Epstein's list. Crap, that's bad. I'm gonna die. Yep. I got my battles here. They can pick me up. Why is he pulling out a drone? Shoot the freaking Reaper. Yeah. So they're on the list, and the list just got released. And what's gonna happen to anybody on the list? Probably nothing, especially not those two. But what I found really fascinating about that is they were the ones surrounding the conspiracies of what possibly could have happened to Epstein. Like, they said that Epstein didn't kill himself. Well, I mean, that's up for debate and all that. You know, there's no proof that he did or didn't. Well, there's no proof he didn't. And there's no proof that he actually did, just that he did. That he's found... What is that? But since they were the ones surrounding the conspiracy of it, and the fact that their names were released, Bill's before Hillary's. You done taking pictures? Okay. Yeah? Alright. So the fact that their names are on the list, and the fact that in the order that released gave them time to say, oh, you know what? We're out of here. Anyone seen them? No. That's because they're not here. They're not in the United States or somewhere else. That right there just shows what the heck. It could have been timing, like, you know, I think Barack Obama fled the country for something, but I don't know if that was fled or if that was something else. So I like to stick to straight facts. I don't like to say, well, that's just speculation. I mean, sometimes I'll say, if I do say that, it's my own personal opinion. Like, I'll say, hey, this is my personal opinion of the matter, but that doesn't make it fact. It's not like Trump. Do I believe he's guilty? Yes, in certain counts, he's guilty. But does that make it fact? No. He's not guilty until he is found guilty in a court of law. That's why I keep arguing with some of these people. Some are just dumb.
Watch the drone overhead.
Oh, crap. No, I want...
Moving to position. Aerial drone in the sky. On your go, Ghost Lead.
Target locked.
On the target. Killed him.
I just came up here to discover this little
I got eyes on
bit
an
of heaven.
chopper.
We're going to take off long before that thing gets to us, hopefully. Now, yeah, I get a lot of drawback because that's not good.
We got Sam's in the area. Let's drop our altitude.
You teach my friend how to freaking fly like this. Woo! Ha! Okay, foot in mouth, foot in mouth, foot in mouth. I was trying to get around that tree. I did not go well. Oh, the timing couldn't be any perfect. Ah, yeah, I'm showing off. I gotta teach my friend how to fly right into a freaking tree. I feel so dumb. It happens to the best of us. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. And people might see this video, they might not, but I'm gonna talk anyway. Makes me feel better. One thing I have noticed, especially when it comes to Democratic numbers, is they like to produce what I call half facts. Like Biden, for example. They've claimed that Biden's made 13 million new jobs. Yes, that's freaking outstanding, right? It's not correct, but it's outstanding. The actual way, if you break it down, 11 million of those jobs are returning from COVID. I did the research myself, and that's, if you break it down, you'll find it. 11 million returning from COVID. So you can't claim that he actually made those jobs when they just returned from COVID. He actually made about 2.5 million new jobs, and I commend him. That's awesome. But it's still 4 million less than Donald Trump. But they fudged the numbers so that it looks like he made more. Now, here's the thing. When I talk like this, people are like, oh, you're mega. Here's the other half to that. The economy. All right? Donald Trump was responsible for the start of the inflation. Most people may not agree with me on that one. Don't have to agree. It's fact. What did he do? His policy to increase inflation? He taxed the tariff. So, my best way to understand, to explain, and I can be explaining it wrong, is that another country, say China, pays taxes on the goods they ship into America. Trump increased the tax rate for that, so they would have to pay more. What's China going to do? Same thing with businesses. Like this came from a lot from the Democratic Party as well. This is why they're part of the inflation problem too. Is jobs, and this is another way to look at it. If I'm a worker, or sorry, I'm an employer, and I'm hiring a worker, and I'm forced to increase minimum wage to 20 an hour. Not that I don't agree they need it, but if I'm forced to increase that, well, I'm not going to take that out of pocket. So now instead of you paying like $5 for a cheeseburger, you're going to pay $10 to make up for that. That's how inflation works. But the average person of employees did not increase their minimum wage, so we're still stuck in here on barely making money to get by on. China did the same thing. They increased theirs, so everybody else increased theirs that got, taxed on the tariff. So now you have a global economy increase. Because everyone else is doing the same thing too to match it. So yes, Trump did start inflation, but was not solely responsible for it. Let's go here. I wish the media, where's the third-party media? Where's the media right down the middle? I see Fox News and CNN, and I've caught both of them in lies. A good example for Fox, it's easy. They get caught good often. I don't really watch Fox News, but I'm just stating Fox News and CNN because those are the mainstream medias. Where am I going? Up here, and then I gotta go down there. CNN for a good example. Someone pointed the live report to me, so I had to go in and fact check it. It was reported on January 6th this year that somebody actually was at the Capitol riots and that they were arrested and that they said they were brainwashed by Donald Trump and that they served a 3-year sentence. Now, that was CNN. Now here's the rest of that story that CNN failed to produce. That same person, when they were arrested, had a report done. This was the second time they were arrested at a Capitol riot. The other one was a few years before that, before Trump was even in office. Or not riot, so arrested at the Capitol. Make sure I do factual information here. Arrested at the Capitol. Why? For the same crap. But Trump wasn't in office then. So was she brainwashed then too? You see how this is BS? And her sentence, 2 months in jail for the Capitol attack. And 2 years probation or 3 years probation or something like that. But she was like, oh, why didn't Trump come rescue us? Look, if you participated in the Capitol riots, if you were there protesting, that's all I'm going to say about that. You did awesome. But if you were there destroying any part of that building, you're part of the problem, not the solution. They could have gotten in there peacefully, because a lot of them did, actually. Some forced their way in. Some, the doors were opened for them to go inside. That's why there wasn't a lot of them convicted. There was a good portion of them, but not a lot of them. The idiots that were convicted on stupid crimes, but not one for insurrection. Mind you. Not one. But if you participated in any destruction of that property, yes, you need to be put in jail. I mean, that's just how the law works, right? But I will say this. Same thing goes for the rioters for the BLM. Not all BLM were violent acts. There were some actually protests that should have went the way it was supposed to. They weren't violent at all. But then there was others that gave them a bad name. Now, the things that I find most interesting about this whole trial with the president right now, or sorry, the former President Trump, is that he's being tried for starting an insurrection. I watched the whole video. His first words out of his mouth was, "Go peacefully. March up there, go peacefully. I know you're going to go there, but go peacefully." And then he said, "Fight like hell." Now, fight like hell, his legal team helped him write that. Fight like hell is a term they use, like, hey, when you're in court, hey, give them hell, fight like hell, kind of thing. But it doesn't actually mean violence. So what's different between that and people like the Democratic Party, like Maxwell Waters, who said, go fight them. He said punch them in the streets and take to them and all that other stuff. And how is that not part of inciting riots? I mean, the Democratic Party would have you say it's two different things. It's not. You can't charge one but not the other. It's just asinine. And that's why I seem like I'm more, I mean, I am. I base myself more conservative than I do Democrats because of that. And because if I speak out against anything above the Democratic Party, when I'm in like TikToks and all the other stuff, I get things like, oh yeah, go over there with your mega party. I'm actually third party. Go over there with your mega party and all that stuff. I get more hatred from the Democratic Party than I do the Republican Party. Now, I call out Republicans for their BS as well. Like I said, Trump, I believe he's guilty. I say a lot to them, and they're like, no, he hasn't done anything wrong. It's just like, yeah, okay, he has. But whatever. I get a lot of feedback from that too, but mostly hate from the Democratic Party. That's personal experience. Where are we going? Oh, we still haven't made it there, have we? Oops.
Got you covered. Get him.
See, it just said discovered when I landed on it. That's kind of crazy. The actual box is up there. I wonder if it's on the roof. Let's see if we can do this. Immigration. Let's talk about that real quick. Now, before I even step foot into talking about something that some people say I have no right talking about, it is important to know I was not born in America. No. No. Drive! Get in the truck! Get the... Holy crap! Anyway, I was born in the UK. Came over here, applied for U.S. citizenship, but here's the kicker. I didn't apply for the U.S. citizenship until after I went through the military. I'm not saying that everyone has to do that. I'm just saying that's what I did. I served my country that I felt like I needed to defend, to fight for, to put my life on the line for, to show that I want to belong here. I don't think that everyone should join up for the military. I don't think it's for everybody. I think that, there's different things that you can and can't do to help your country. Everybody who's here in America, who pays their taxes, who gets up for work in the morning, contributes to America. So it's not just soldiers. They defend the country, yes, but it takes everyone in the country to make the country run. That being said, I do not agree with illegal crossing of the border. There are programs designed, set up for people who need help. and there's a proper way to do it. So anybody who crosses illegally, there are very, very rare cases that people are doing it to, you know, under threats. Most people are doing it to take advantage of the system.
Examining the area.
Target hit.
There we go again. Wee-hoo! Wee doggy. They're gonna take me out if I don't get out of here. So anyway, yeah. The borders. I think we should be putting borders up on the U.S. Border. There's a lot more things to go into. And I'll try and keep a straight narrow path, but I think we should be putting borders up. Reason being, why do we have locks on our door in the U.S.? To protect our family. To protect our items. To protect our, you know, items are not that important, but to protect our, you know, feel safe at night. There's some people that want to enter this country and do wrong. Most of those people don't want to be documented because if they do, they can be tracked, like every U.S. citizen. Huh. Now, with the borders, yes, build walls. Let people come in the right way. I mean, how can you honestly help somebody if you don't know they're here? I don't know why we're giving people money. The American dream is to build up, right from the ground up. Get out of high school, hey, go get a job. No free money. Homeless. I don't know what the hell to do about that. I do know that most states that have the homeless are the Democratic states, but they want to talk about Republicans being on welfare. Okay, I'd rather someone be on welfare than not being able to eat at all.
Bad guy spotted.
But yes, Democrats have the most homeless. Now, if you do it by state, it's kind of interesting. It looks like the Republicans have the most, but it doesn't. So, for example, I don't know, what's a good, Virginia, that's a good Republican state, and Texas I can think of. They might have 57 homeless. Alright? Where California, in comparison, would have about 2,000. So, you could have 4 or 5 Republican cities or states with a combination of 3,000, but combination of Democratic states would be in like 20,000. You see what I'm saying? It shows more. It looks bad on Republicans because that's what they do. That's what Democrats do. It looks bad, but the numbers are actually worse in the Democratic states. Same thing with violent crimes. So that one I had to do a little bit digging into myself, and it took me a while to research it. But most violent acts happen in Republican states. That is true. Keep going a little bit further. Where? Where specifically in this state? And this is why it matters. Is it in Republican cities? No. Most violent acts in Republican states happen in Democratic cities. I found that to be quite interesting. Like, wow, just seriously? And I had to do some digging, and I checked it out myself, and yes, that's the case. So what I found from Democrats so far, like I said before, is they like to fudge the numbers. That's why I'm here. With the Republicans, and they're not all freaking innocent either. With Republicans, the way I find that they, and this is what I find, you know, there's a lot of digging. People do this for years and years and years. But what I found is Republicans do things like, hey, we need a bridge built. Like a senator will go, hey, we need a bridge built. It's going to cost $3 million. All right. Well, a senator could say, hey, this guy will do it for $3 million, and he'll charge him $3 million. But this guy is senator's brother, who will only do it for like $1.5 million, get the profit of the other 500,000 or 1 million or whatever profit he makes off of it, but gives the rest of what the actual thing would cost to that said senator. As, hey, here's a donation. That's one thing I don't understand. It's been going on for, well, since the beginning we've had politicians, is that if you walk into the White House, if you walk into the, yeah, White House, politicians, all that in general, and you're making, say, $90,000 a year, and you come out with said job with $10 million, what the hell? You can't be oh, it's all donation. Oh, I don't give a crap if it's donation based and all. That ain't your money. That is the American people's money. They donate to your fund. That fund should be going into taxpayers. You didn't use it for your campaign. Good. Go into the taxpayers' fund to fund things like, they donate to your campaign. Great. Thanks for donating to my campaign. I will make sure the American people are taken care of with this. I'll make sure there's no homeless on the streets with this money. Why is not being done? Why? Because the politicians don't give a crap about you. It's all about that money. It's all about making the money. It's all about screw the American people. Always has been. So we need a news station that's designed for third party, non-biased. Anywhere else around here I haven't found? I need a podcast or something. Just need to get my rants out. The whole thing with Biden right now about him dropping bombs on Yemen. If it's unconstitutional and they didn't get permission, and he should have gotten permission, not sure on that one, he should be gone. Point of interest discovered. See, it's discovered, but it doesn't really count until I get out the dang on thing. No, let me go get that. I'm in here. How'd you get in here first? Oh, you went the easy way. I guess I'm just waiting for the reports right now. One thing I have learned, and I will say this until I run out of breath, so to speak. people keep blaming the Republicans and the Democrats for the division in this country. I would 100% disagree with that. I mean, do they have their part? Yes. But are they responsible for the division? Very, very little are they responsible. You know who's responsible for most of the division in this country? The freaking media. Because the media is the ones who report only half the truth. You know, Democrats report the half-truth as well. Don't get me wrong, as other Republicans. But the media is supposed to be that person who says, well, no, that's not entirely the truth. Here's the whole truth. And then the fact that they are repeating exactly what they're saying from the political party, no. No, no, no. Wrong. They should be like, well, you know, like Fox News. Well, yes, the Republicans said this, but that's not the whole truth. Here's exactly what the whole truth is. I gotta go way down. At least I got that. I'm missing like 2 right there. But they don't do that, so blaming the media. And I know somebody actually works for the media, you know, not on a high level like CNN or Fox or something like that, but they work for it. And yes, they're biased as well.
Sounds good. I'll come.
I'm sure it's in their reports and all that they're biased. Whee! Wait. Come on. Thought I saw a helicopter. Nope. Ooh, +3. Kind of waiting to see if... No, don't get in the passenger... Don't get in the damn... Why would I want to be in the passenger seat? I wish I could just tell Uva to freaking drive me over here, but nope. Easter Island. See, these kind of look... familiar. Freaking dogs messing up my bed. No, not. I look at someone's track record before I end up voting for them. And I'll be honest, I voted for Donald Trump the first time. The reason why is because he was in the news, but not really that much. But as far as politician-based stuff, Biden was, you know, you could research Biden and show that he didn't do squat for 47 years that he was in his job. He didn't do anything. And this actually came through from somebody that lives in his home state of Pennsylvania. Or Delaware, sorry. Whatever. Told me that he doesn't do anything. I mean, if you're telling me that the person in your home state isn't the best one for the job, and he hasn't done anything in the state to help the people, yeah, I'm going to do some research into it, and from what I can see, he really hasn't. He's been sitting there not trying to make a whole bunch of waves, you know, that's fine, whatever. But he didn't really do anything. And then I took a deeper look into it, his past, his background, and who he is, and everything like that. Well, what I come to find is all three, Hillary, Obama, and Biden, all said in around 2012, 2013 that they don't support the LGBT community, that marriage should be between a man and a woman. I'm like, okay. So I didn't like that. And 2, the amount of racism that came out of Biden's mouth, especially back in the day, was just enough for me to go, no, I don't want this guy to be in charge of anything because of how bad he was, racist and all that stuff. So then I look into Trump. Trump is a businessman. We are so freaking financially in debt that's crazy. And yes, Trump added to that, which sucks. But so did Biden. So does every other president. But Trump seemed to add more. But from what I can gather, and I need to do more research into it, he did it for the best reasons. Um, as far as the political aspect goes, I like a lot of his policies. I really do. Biden is now actually taking claim for some of those policies that he threw out. I'll give you a good example. Medicare right now, everyone's like, oh yeah, insulin prices are freaking awesome. I have posted a video on TikTok. This is what I find funny. A few years back when Biden took office, because Trump had it at $35 an insulin thing. I think it's $35 a month or $35 each insulin or something like that. And there was a lady on there crying because she's like, what am I going to do? You know, I can't afford to pay insulin for my child when Biden took office. And Medicare, you know, was great for seniors at the time because they could choose who to go to and all that stuff. Well, here comes Biden, who just changed the Inflation Act that allows you to get, what? Insulin at $35 again. So he's brought it back down and then lowered the cost of Medicare, which that's what you could do when you go see a private person, is to choose who you want, pay what you want kind of thing. Just worded it a little bit differently. And then he's like, oh, this is the Biden plan. Like, Trump did that already. No, that's Biden stuff. But Trump did that already. You took it out of the freaking office and just put your name on it. The Veteran Pact, or it's not called the Veteran, I think it's called something else, something PAC, but it's for veterans. Ooh. Huh. Yep, we'll be going there in just a second. So, what that is, how do I put this? It's for veterans that's had issues with burn pits. I'm sure you all have heard of that kind of stuff that went on. I am a veteran. And the burn pits really messed up people's lungs. I was exposed to it, but not long period of time, because I was in and out of the fob a good bit. I lived next to it, but it was about 2-3 miles up the road, wind blowing in our direction. I don't have a whole lot of issues going with that at the current. Maybe I'll develop later. Right now, there's nothing, though. Anyway, back to the original thing. Biden's like, yeah, I claimed that. I did that. I got it approved and all that other stuff. I made it pass. Yeah, but did you write the bill? No. You didn't write the bill. In fact, that actually goes to the Republican Party who wrote up the bill. He just passed it. But he's taking credit for it. I'm like, what? Come on now. They're not giving credit where credit's due. They're taking credit for other people's work, which is stupid. The Republicans do it, I'm sure they do it. But this is the ones I can call out for their BS.
Shit. Nice shot, boss. Be advised.
Hey, stay still. There you go. What? How many frickin'... Die! I shot you like 4 times in the freaking gonads. How are you still alive?
Support unit goes lead.
Yeah, so I mean, I encourage people to do their own research. You know, it's... Please go do your own research on these matters. Not just stop at one. If you have a strong opinion about something, read as much as you possibly can about the issue. Still gotta go over there anyway, but yeah, read as much as you possibly can, because it's just... Oops. It's sad. Most people just read like the front lines or see what they see on TikTok and be like, oh, that's the news. And it's sad. It really is. Why is this a point of interest? I see a lot of resources, though. These are the ones I've, like, countered people back and forth on different debates, and I'll give them the end. Like, one person said that I lied about Trump saying he moved peaceful. I'm like, here's the video. Oh, that's not proof. How much proof you want? Oh, we got another one. Let's see. Prove my what? Oh, from request. Comment it. No, okay, here, hang on. This is something for like, not political related. So give me. Oh, wait. Let's see. The poorest research research the latest the least educated, poorest, sickest, most federally dependent states. Those would be the red states. Okay, but that's still, if you don't have a job and you don't have a home, that's still worse than being. Hang on, I'll be right back. All right. So this guy said at least. Let's see. Comment. Research the least educated, poorest, sickest, most federally dependent states. Those would be the red states. And I would agree that a lot of those people are poor, uneducated. Well, not uneducated, least educated. Let's see in comparison to numbers. Actually, let's do this. While I'm on hot mic, we'll do this. Which state has the least educated Age of 25 graduated from the high school in 2001 with highest education found that Massachusetts has the lowest in the state of California at, wait a minute, overall 90.3% of Americans over the age of 25 had graduated from high school in 2021, with the highest level found in the state of Massachusetts at 96.7, and the lowest in the state of California at 84%. Wow. So this person changed the subject. You do know that this country has done better economically under Democratic leadership. Not hard to research. Well, yeah, I would agree with you. Has done better economically under Democratic research, sure. That's for corporations. Corporations have done better under the Democratic. That's true. But that has nothing to help the poor. That doesn't register on that list. They changed the thing because they knew I had a stronger argument against it. They don't care. They don't care that I'm right as long as they're not wrong, which they are. No, run away. I'm glad this thing isn't, real, because I'd be dead right there. Blades would have cut me in half. I'm seeing what they come up with next. I think these are funny. Oh, here we go. Let's see. You do know this country has done better economically under Democratic leadership. They did it twice. They say the same thing twice. Why would they say the same thing twice? Yeah, they said the same thing twice. Let's see. Now let's see. Who is the poor state in the U.S.?
According to Wikipedia,
That's not what I asked.
poverty rates were highest in the states of Mississippi, 19.58%, Louisiana, 18.65%, New Mexico, 18.55%, West Virginia, 17.10%, Kentucky, 16.61%, and Arkansas, 16.08%, and they were lowest in the states of New Hampshire, 7.42%, Maryland, 9.02%, Utah,
The highest states:
9.13%, Hawaii,
Mississippi,
9.26%,
New Mexico. I thought New Mexico was actually a blue state, but West Virginia, Kentucky, and Arkansas. So far places that don't have big businesses. Hawaii, Utah, okay. So yes, if they don't have a lot of business, I can understand them not being, the state itself being rich. That makes sense. Kentucky doesn't Ford reside out of Kentucky? Could be wrong. Okay, so let's go back to this statement because it said, how about the sickest federally dependent states? Which states are more federally dependent? And that would probably be around the exact same states. Yep. Now that one's an interesting one. Let's see. States depend on the federal government. Okay. Alaska, I can understand that. West Virginia, see, they're around there a couple different times. Mississippi, New Mexico, Alabama, Montana, Kentucky, Louisiana, South Carolina, Arizona, Tennessee. These are all red states. Wyoming, that's where it ends at. All right, how about sickest? What states have the most sick? Okay, there we go. I wonder if that shows it. There's a chart here, invented facts based on your body mass. Let's see. Key takeaways. That's interesting. That's the one. Wow. Why? Why am I seeing the same name? See, this is interesting. Disease risk factors of Yep, they do have the most sick, it looks like. The healthiest states. Hawaii, Utah, Minnesota, Massachusetts, okay. Interesting. What was the other claim? It doesn't really so detail why. Jane, that's what I want to know why. Nope, wait. Let's see. I don't think they're going to like that answer. The rich stay richer under Democrats. That's pretty much what an economy's saying. The economy's doing great because businesses are making more money under Democrats. That's what economy is. You know what? Let me. Ooh, phone call. I'll be right back. Let me get the stop broadcast and I'm back.